How's it going, troops? Jordan here, back again with another Black Ops Cold War loadout video. Today's loadout is a fun game mode based one that I've titled Tag Collector, which was inspired by an old YouTube friend of mine, Chris Spooner. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and let's jump right in. The game mode today's loadout is based on, if you haven't figured it out already, it's Kill Confirmed, where your objective is to not just kill the enemy, but to collect their dog tags as well, as it's their dog tags that's going to get you the win. Since this loadout is based on winning matches and Kill Confirmed, our playstyle is going to be objective. And because we're going to be sprinting around the map, collecting tags and getting up in the enemy's faces, I'll put this loadout difficulty down as moderate. Mobility is a key part of this loadout, and so we're going to need a weapon that is nimble in weight, but great in performance. The MP5 is the first SMG that you get to unlock in multiplayer, and completely dominated the lobbies before its nerf last week. Despite this, the MP5 still proves to be a competitive weapon in close quarters, and is a perfect fit for our Tag Collector loadout. But we can't go in bare bones, so let's talk attachments. Our first attachment is going to be the Sound Suppressor. The Sound Suppressor removes any muzzle flash on the MP5, and silences our gunfire so we can sneak up on the bad guys. Next attachment is the Steady Aim Laser, which is going to further increase our hipfire accuracy by 15%, and helps us better when sprinting around the map. Our third attachment is going to be the 40 round speed mag. This magazine gives us an extra 10 bullets per mag, as well as extra starting ammo and faster reload times. For our fourth attachment, we're going to go with the Field Tape. The Field Tape increases resistance against flinch, which is going to get rid of that annoying wobble when an enemy is shooting at us. And lastly, our fifth attachment is going to be the Collapsed Stock. The Collapsed Stock decreases our sprint to fire time, meaning we can fire from the hip much quicker, and paired with the Steady Aim Laser, secure those kills and tags quicker. So now that we've discussed our primary weapon configuration, it's time to move on to our secondary weapon of choice for this loadout. For our secondary weapon, we're going to choose the Spaz 12 shotgun, which in this game has been renamed as the Gallo SA-12. This shotgun is really effective when firing from the hip, and fits this loadout well since we're going to be on the move killing enemies and collecting their tags. For the attachments on the Gallo SA-12, we're going to start with the Duckbill Choke. The Duckbill Choke widens our hipfire spread while squishing its vertical spread, and is especially good when approaching multiple enemies in a single room or area. Next is the 22.7 inch extended barrel, which increases our effective damage range by 12% and makes it easier to secure kills from mid-range distances. And lastly, we're going to choose the 9 round tube magazine. This extended tube increases our shell count by 2, buffing our tubular mag size to 9 rounds before needing to reload. Now that we've discussed our primary and secondary weapon configurations, it's time to talk wildcard and perks. For our wildcard selection, we're going to choose Perk Greed, which grants us an additional perk from each tier. For our first tier perk, we're going to choose Tactical Mask. Being slowed down or blinded is the last thing we want when running around picking up those tags, and so Tactical Mask is going to help us by reducing the effects of stun grenades and flashbangs, and stopping those from being a hindrance to us. For our second first tier perk, we're going to go with Forward Intel. Forward Intel is a brand new perk to Call of Duty that acts like the pro version to peripherals from Advanced Warfare. With this perk equipped, our minimap becomes about 60% larger, which is going to help us locate where our friendly and enemy dog tags are. Another benefit with this perk is that we get a ping on our radar when an enemy respawns, and this can be useful to us to track down hostiles and also preparing ourselves for when the spawns flip. For our tier 2 perk, we're going to choose Assassin. Enemies that are revealed to us on our minimap through firing an unsuppressed weapon or being caught on spy plane will appear as a crosshair instead of a red dot if they are on a kill streak. This will be useful to us as not only will killing the target earn us extra score and XP, but we can then take their tags afterwards as well. For our second tier perk, we're going to go with Quartermaster. Quartermaster, much like Restock in Modern Warfare, refills our lethal and tactical equipment after 25 seconds and will play a big part when we talk about our equipment in a few minutes. For our third tier perk, we're going to choose Gung Ho. Gung Ho lets us fire, use equipment and reload our MP5 and Spaz 12 while sprinting, and further increases our mobility of jumping into gunfights and then dodging back out again. Plus we can also switch our weapons much faster, and switching quickly to your Spaz might be the decision maker. And lastly, for our third tier perk, we're going to go with Ninja, with it last appearing in Call of Duty Black Ops. This perk, as a lot of you probably already know, lets us move and run around the map much more quietly and reduces the noise made by our elephant footsteps significantly. Moving on now to our equipment and field upgrade. For our lethal equipment, we're going to choose C4. C4 is definitely the best lethal in Black Ops Cold War, and unless your opponent is using flak jacket, chucking one of these explosives at the enemy will blow their head off, so you can pick up their tags easily. For our tactical equipment, we're going to go with the stun grenade. Stun grenades slow down an enemy's movement and disorientates their screen with this weird lens flash effect. Throwing one of these at your enemies will make them vulnerable for a brief second, giving you the chance to take them out and take their tags as well. And for our field upgrade, we're choosing the field mic. The field mic is a parabolic ground microphone that listens out for enemy movement and translates those sound waves into red dots displayed on our minimap, which in turn will help us and the team kill the bad guys and secure their tags for the win. So now we've talked about our equipment and field upgrade, it's time to finish off this loadout with our score streak selection. For our first score streak, we're going to choose the spy plane. The spy plane scans the map for hostiles, exposing them as a red dot on our radar. It's always useful to know where the bad guys are, so we'll go with the spy plane as our first score streak. For our second score streak, we're going to go with the war machine. The war machine is a high explosive grenade launcher that instantly blows up your enemies for some easy kills, which also means more of their tags will drop on the ground for you to run up and collect. And finally, our third score streak is going to be the attack helicopter. While you and your team cover the area on the ground, the attack helicopter will watch over from the skies and take out any enemies it can detect. Once the enemy is killed, all we have to do is walk on over to their dead corpse and sweep up their tags. So troops, that wraps up my tag collector loadout video for Black Ops Cold War. Next time you boot up Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, definitely give this class set up a trying game and play tag with the enemy. If you did enjoy this loadout video, then give the video a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it a lot, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, then why haven't you? Hit subscribe right now and also click the bell notification icon next to it, so that way you're always notified as to when I make an upload. If you have any friends who might be interested in this sort of content, then share the video around with them to help give my loadout videos and my channel more widespread exposure. And if you want to see behind the scenes previews on my loadout videos, you can follow me on Twitter at jordanxbrookes for all the latest on there. So until the next video, I thank you all for watching, stay true to me troops, and I'll see you in game.